microphone is working. Hello. So I see the first spectator, probably the best spectator as well, but from Bosnia. Okay, nice to meet you. Is it everything okay with sound and video? Good evening. Perfect. Okay. So if it's perfect, I will continue to explain my match against Duda. So after 3 games, score was 0-3, and I start game number 4. So I was black, d4, knight f6, knight f3, d5, knight c3. I played knight bd7. And I remember I was very disappointed when he played bishop f4, because my preparation was focused on cd, ed, bishop g5 line, and also queen c2 line, and also bishop g5 immediately, which young Krzysztof played this move. Bishop e4 he never played before, so I didn't prepare it specially. Of course, I know theory, but because score was 0-3, it was quite unpleasant surprise for me, because I wasn't in creative mood anymore. Okay, black has many moves, so I took on c4. Another interesting possibility is bishop b4 in this position. I remember it was game Aronian-Elianov. Elianov-Aronian. I don't remember who was white, who was black, but it seems that Aronian played against Elianov. But I took on c4 after e3. Okay, it's theoretical line. If knight b6, white wants to take. If knight takes c4, queen a4 check. If bishop d7, queen takes c4. If bishop d6, bishop g5. In this position, white is slightly better according to theory. So black has several possibilities. b5 was possible, and knight takes b5, bishop b4, knight c3, knight d5, a3. This games already was played, but I don't felt himself like good prepared in this slide, so I played knight d5, bishop takes c4. Also a6, of course, interesting line. Idea to play b5 after bishop takes c4. After a4, black has choice. Knight d5 is possible, bishop b4 is possible, maybe c5 is possible as well, so black has some choice here. At knight d5, it's passive line, so I played this. Probably I felt some that something is going wrong, and I don't like such a type of position. But okay, so I decide I will just play some moves, and we'll see what will happen. Okay, hardly it's the best strategy, but it's difficult to be totally calm when you have 0-3. Bishop d3. Also bishop b3 was possible with idea to play d5 in some moment, but bishop d3 was played. Black has choice. Bishop e7 is possible, g6 is possible. I played bishop d7. with idea bishop c6, but bishop e4. Now, firstly, I was thinking about knight c4 with idea if queen e2, knight d6, but then I decide that it is too artificial. Okay, probably that's right, but I don't know. In this moment, it was difficult for me to concentrate on games. So I just wanted to play some moves without special thinking. So mm, I had feelings that in that moment I lost interest to play chess. So I played c6, queen castle, bishop d6, h4, knight d5. Okay, I am following for primitive threats, so bishop takes h7 immediately doesn't work because after knight g5, black even can play king g8 because if queen h5, knight f6 is possible. Okay, but now knight e4 probably it's unpleasant, this idea. Okay, bishop e7, queen h5, bishop takes g5. But okay, probably even easier way to play king h6. Okay, I just describe how was my feelings, so I just playing moves without special ideas. So my resistance was more or less stopped, and king g8, knight d5, no, because knight d5, e takes d5 is possible, and after queen h5, bishop f5 is, and white attack is stopped, so knight d5 doesn't work. But after king h6, probably white has no enough compensation. So rook c1, rook c8, bishop b1, rook c7, some moves, queen d3, g6. So something like this. Okay, black has more or less solid position, but pretty passive. So white has many active plans, and black can only wait and try to defend this position. Bishop f7. I don't know why I not played b6. It was logical, not allow knight c5 and to prepare bishop f7. At least I have two bishops advantage. Maybe in future it can be useful. But anyway, white is slightly better after a3 and bishop a2. But I played bishop f7. Now I allow it to play knight c5. And now I cannot defend my pawn comfortably without exchange of my bishop. So I took knight takes c5, rook e8, rook e1, b6. Okay, I'm just waiting. So I'm not playing chess. I'm just making some moves. Rook e7, a3, rook d7. Okay, rook c2. Of course, even in such mood, I can see cheap tricks like knight e7 looks like logical to prepare knight f5, but knight takes f6. If queen takes f6, queen e5. This I was able to see this. And okay, knight e7, it's big mistake. If rook takes d4, white is winning after knight g4, the simplest way. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to show all my best, so I'm still waiting. Bishop e8, rook c8, rook c7. So I wanted to do something like c5, and if d takes c5, bishop b5, but I have seen some refutation, but what kind of refutation? Okay, so what was my problem? Why I didn't play c5? This idea I have seen, but it never works. Why? Probably I didn't. But bishop d3 I can take on d4. So why I didn't play c5? It's first big question. Yes. So now it's difficult to say why I didn't play c5. So it looks like okay. If I can tell something from my memory, I remember d takes c5, bishop b5, c takes b6, bishop takes c4, b takes c7, and I am losing. But well, is it realistic? I can take with rook, and also I can calmly take with pawn, and white cannot avoid losing of exchange. So what was my reason to not play c5 here? It's very difficult to say. So probably I'm just fine now, because bishop b5 is very unpleasant threat, and also c takes d4 is threat. So I was both were sleeping. Okay, young Krzysztof played rook c4, very provocative move. So he has no reason. Okay, bishop a2, for example, normal move. So, but he played rook c4, and I am not playing c5. What is this? So I wasn't drunk, and my opponent wasn't drunk as well, I hope. Sorry, so what about c5? What white should play? It's a good question. I need to think now. Okay, queen d2 is possible, but queen d2, bishop b5, rook c2. White is losing exchange. Bishop a4, if rook c4, bishop b3. So it looks like looks like black is very good in this. Okay, maybe bishop d3, but bishop c takes d4. White lost the pawn, and queen d2 is possible, but I am not sure that this kind of compensation is sufficient. Okay, white has practical chances, but okay, e5 even possible. Black can fight for extra pawn. Okay, now maybe takes h5. White has some threats, but it's complicated. So definitely I should play c5 in this position. So I have no any explanation why I didn't play this, but it was one flew over Kuchko's nest. All of this much. So rook c8, bishop d3, rook c7. I'm just waiting. Of course, he didn't play bishop b1 because c5. So he played much more logical move, and I'm still under the pressure. So so now I considered idea c5, d takes c5, bishop b5, but now c takes b6 works. And so this moment, if bishop takes c4, so b takes c7. This in this moment I considered idea c5, but why I didn't consider it here? It's a big question. So bishop d3, rook c7, king g2, queen d7, knight d2, queen d8. I am happy with draw. I wanted to stop this match. Okay, so I'm I couldn't find during this game. Again, queen d8, so please not touch me. But in chess, such strategy doesn't work, unfortunately. Hi. Rook c2, queen d6, knight e3, queen d6. I'm just waiting. Okay, my position is still solid. Bishop g6, rook d2, but I have no draw. Hello. Bishop, rook e8, knight e3, knight e7. I'm trying to attack the pawn. Queen c4, rook d6, rook cd1. Hi. So I'm still waiting. Okay, I played knight d5. Maybe not the best. I don't know what is the best here. Rook c1. So, also, I can admit now that probably I wasn't ready for long games in this match. I mean, mentally. In this game, it was game 4, time control was 10 plus 5, so totally enough to find c5 here. So I'm sure I played very quickly, so in this moment I have a lot of time, so how is possible not play c5? It's difficult to explain, but I was probably on impression with my previous games, so I lost self-confidence, and I in this moment probably I really need some rest. Okay, maybe it's unclear. So d takes c5, bishop b5, maybe b4 is possible. White has compensation for sure for exchange somewhere. His knight wants to go to d6, but okay, this is unclear. Black has e5. Okay, what is this? It's in rapid chess, maybe I am very good, but surely not in this match. So maybe e5 it's possible, something very complicated. For example, takes, queen d2, takes. It's not only line, but white has compensation. Knight d6 is coming. So what is this? But anyway, it's a chance for me. So, but I'm playing passively, many moves. Bishop h5, probably bishop f5 more logical, but okay, I decide that this bishop is dangerous for me because he can attack c6 pawn, so I want to exchange them. Queen b3. Logical idea, if I'm taken, he will take with queen and his king will be good protected. So I played queen g6, primitive trick. My threat is knight takes f4, but my opponent is careful. Oh, king f1. So now he is ready to play bishop g2 in some moment. So I took finally. Queen takes f3. Rook e8. Knight e3. So now my pawn is attacked. I played knight e7, king g2. Rook d8. Rook d1. So frankly speaking, I'm not sure that I'm worse here, so because white has weakness, but again I start to play something strange. King f7 I played. More or less logical, try to play h5 to prepare h4, but this is of course double edge move from the king. But at least I'm doing some active operations. But I played king f7, h4, again h5 was possible. maybe not so bad, but again, it's double edge move. I played knight d5, rook exchange knight, so it's dubious idea because knight is good defender for my king, so I think h5 was more logical idea. Maybe also c5 was idea, however. So what was problem with c5? I'm trying to understand now. Maybe it takes and d5. White should play, but okay, black has several moves. For example, the simplest is go to this endgame. It must be drawish. Something like this. Hard to believe that white has winning chances in this queen's endgame. I want to push c4, so very likely white has no anything more than perpetual check. Because c4 is coming, so c4, c3. So c5 was possible. I didn't see this idea, so I was in very strange move during this game. So I played king f7, a4. Even now, okay, but now c5 not so easy because after d5 my king is walls on f7. And I cannot do to the same variation because he will take on d5 with check, which is really unpleasant for me. So I played knight d5. Again, probably h5 was the best chance to prepare h4 contraplay and keep my knight on e7 for defend my king. So knight d5 I played. Now, after exchange of knights, my king is weak, but okay, so this rook e1 he played. I cannot take immediately because he will take on c6. It's unpleasant. So I mean this line. Maybe I can play this, for example, this with idea queen d5 or rook takes b4. I have good chances for draw anyway, but practically this is unpleasant. So I played rook d6, he played b5. Takes, and now I played queen f5. So probably better was to play something. King g7 I cannot play because rook e6. So what to play? Okay, queen f5 is logical, but now he's attacking my pawn a7, what is unpleasant, and I cannot defend this. But okay, what is this? I took on b5, now I'm thinking, and I have no idea why not take this pawn. Okay, he needs to take on a7, and I can play queen takes b5, so I am pawn up, and white has no strong threats. Okay, my king is weak, so white is not worse, but at least I have no any risk in this. Okay, I mean with normal play. So, but okay, so this is certainly the weakest game of this match. So quality of games of play in this game. So both played very bad. But I took on b5. Very strange decision. So I could take both of weak pawns, but I took only one of them. No, I'm not playing in Olympiad because I wasn't invited to play. So Rook bd5. Why Duda played? Rook bd5 I played. I was black, so I played rook bd5. But okay, rook bd5 is more or less logical. Okay, maybe I can consider a take on a7 and yes, I am black in this game. Maybe I can consider this king g6. Maybe this idea queen d5. Maybe I have still chances for draw, but okay, surely was much better to take on d4. Rook bd5, and he played g4. So he start very unpleasant attack because f5 is coming, and I have problem with my rooks, and I have problem with my king as well. So I played queen c2, f5, queen c6. Now I am trying to calculate variation, but probably it was a little bit late. So this, rook a7 check. Rook d7 is possible, but after rook d7, d5 is unpleasant somehow. For example, if rook d7, d5, queen d6, rook takes, queen takes, g5, and but okay, still black has chances for draw after f5, for example. I'm not sure that white is able to win this. But I played king g8, very dangerous move to go to last rank with king, queen f4 he played. So now it's threat. White has many threats, but probably still black has chances. I played rook d6, maybe rook d8 was correct, because white cannot play queen c7 or queen h6 because g4 pawn is hanging. If f3, I can play queen e2 with perpetual check, and if king g3 now, rook d7, rook d7 is possible as well. Yes, even rook d7 is possible. You are right. I am not losing pawn because after rook takes, queen takes, he cannot take on f6. Yes, rook d7 was totally normal move. You are right. But I played rook d6, very strange move. So after queen g6, king g3, it's unpleasant because my rook on d6 and I have no good moves. So I realize idea queen b3 and queen b1. It's nice idea. After queen takes d6, I have perpetual check because he cannot go to f4. So if king h4, this perpetual check. If king h3, queen f1. Not queen h1 because queen h2. So queen h1, it's a losing move because queen h2 and king h4. But after queen f1, it's draw. So I calculated it. It's only in this game what I calculated, but he calmly played queen e3. And now game is over because I cannot defend from mating threats. Queen e8 is threat, so I have no checks. So queen b5, queen e7, and I played rook d8, queen e6, mate. So terrible game for me, and with this game I finished a rapid session with score 0-4. And shopped for cigarettes, I don't remember such a story. Yes, for rapid. It's too long game, so I'm very sorry for quality of this game. Okay, but after this I have 0-4 from this game. Not good. Okay, I hope I can play better somewhere. So first game with blitz, e4, e5. I am white now. Please follow attentively. I am white, so knight f3, knight f6, theoretical line which young Krzysztof is playing frequently. And now if white plays rook e1, castle, knight bd2, knight d6, knight f1, bishop d3, queen takes d3, c6, something like this. Many games was played, then knight a6, knight c7 with more or less equal position. Just a moment. Young Krzysztof names so well, better if I can play against him so well. So, okay, so c4, this is sharper line, d takes c4, bishop takes c4, castle, knight c3 I played. Another line is rook e1, Vashier played against Duda, rook e1. Idea if knight c6, white can play d5, and after knight d6, Vashier took on c6, knight takes c4, queen a4, knight b6, queen f4. And later, Vashier won this game. It was game Vashier-Duda. I'm looking like more senior, so you mean I look older than you imagined me, or was, or what? What you mean? Looks more senior. So in your imagination, I must look younger, or what? Thanks for subscription. Another. Mhm. I'm 33 by the way, but it's not so important. Okay, so rook e1 is logical alternative, but after knight c3, he played knight d6, very strange choice, because normal move is knight c6, and only after rook e1 to play knight d6. And Duda played this against Grishchuk idea, if bishop b3, black has bishop g4, and if bishop d5, what play Grishchuk, knight b4, bishop b3, knight d3, rook e3, knight takes c1, rook takes c1, bishop g4. This was game Grishchuk-Duda. And position is more or less equal. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿De qué país estás? Yes, I am 53, not 33. I was born in 1969. De Francia. I can, unfortunately, I cannot speak French, but I can speak Espanol. But okay, so knight d6 he played, bishop b3, bishop g4. It's strange idea. He's playing this without knight c6, so I can play rook e1, but I can play other moves. So I decide to play h3 immediately. Looks like logical. Is this knight c6? And now I have many ideas. So bishop e3, but okay, after bishop e3, probably black wants to play knight a5, bishop c2, knight c4, although nothing bad here. I have two bishops, and my idea to play knight d5, so bishop e3 was natural move. If bishop f6, rook d1, the same idea. So this is very natural. So it looks like he just mixed move order, because he played knight d6 after rook e1. Now it's more logical. So after bishop d5, he played knight a6, and after bishop b3, he played now bishop g4 is spot. Now it's more logical because rook e1 is less useful move for white than knight c3. Okay. In general, I speak English. Якщо, можливо, хтось є з України, мене слухає, now I'm speaking in Ukraine, my native language. If somebody are from Ukraine. Якщо хтось є з України, то пишіть, будь ласка, українською мовою, і я відповідатиму вам теж українською. So if somebody from Ukraine, please write me in Ukrainian language, I will. So it's a very strange moment. Probably he just mixed move order. So he planned to play knight d6 after rook e1 to avoid knight c6 d5 line. But after knight c3, instead of correct move knight c6, he played knight d6, dubious move. But now, okay. So bishop e3, very natural move. Слава Україні. Дякую. Okay, so I can call. I can show this variation. If bishop f6, okay, this is like cheap trick, of course. Now black is losing. So bishop is hanging, pawn is hanging. If queen h4 only try, white has even g3, this. White is totally winning. So bishop e3 was natural and strong move, but I decided to play queen d3. Bishop f6, bishop e3. So now, if knight a5, I have idea to play bishop c2 with tempi. So g6, rook d1. Maybe I have no special advantage. Black can play something solid like bishop g7 and then queen d7. But young Krzysztof played risky. So knight f5, knight d5. Bishop takes d4. Probably bishop g7 again was more logical with idea to take with knight. But he took with bishop. I played bishop f4. Now I have threats against c7 square. For example, if knight d6, bishop a4 is unpleasant with such ideas. And black is losing exchange. So he played bishop e5, and now I took and queen c3. Everything is excellent for me here. So he played c6 only move because pawn is hanging on c7, knight is hanging. And I now took on e5, very practical decision, but frankly speaking, maybe I have choice. I need to think. Okay, if knight e3, I'm thinking about knight e3, but probably queen f6 is possible, and I am not winning immediately. f4, he has knight d7. So I cannot win this immediately. The problem is after knight takes f5, queen takes f5, g4, he has queen c5 check. So knight e3, queen f6. Okay, black still in danger, so rook fe1 is possible. Or maybe I am winning, sorry. Why I am not winning? Maybe I am winning, knight c4 is possible. Black is losing a piece suddenly. I am winning here. Rook fe8 only move and rook fe1, and Black is totally losing. So probably after knight e3 I can win already. Okay, what else black can do? If not queen f6, so queen f6, knight c4. I am winning. So queen c7. Okay. I can take on f5 and okay, it's for sure a terrible position for black. No, at least I can play queen g3, queen f g5, queen takes. Sorry, not queen g5 because knight f3 checks. Sorry. Okay, so okay, queen c7. Let me think. Very close to win. Okay, maybe I can just take queen g3. It's very simple. Queen f4 and then take on f5, and very difficult to imagine that black can hold this position. Okay, maybe something even stronger I have. He can took to e3 where he cannot take because queen is attacked. So queen c7 only move because queen f6 is losing after knight c4. Thanks for subscription. Queen e7 losing immediately as well because rook e1 and f4 is coming. So knight e3 was a very tricky move. So queen c7 is only move. Queen c7 only move. Other moves just losing immediately. So queen c7 only move. Now, okay, I can try even just play this. And not easy to understand how black can defend. Okay, maybe knight e7, not losing immediately. Okay, but knight e7, I can play f4, knight d7, knight g4, and I am winning. So if he is taken, rook takes e3, and looks like I am winning because if knight d7, rook e7 is coming. If rook e8, rook e1. So knight e3 was really strong move, which I didn't even consider it. So and probably rook fe1 and black is in big. Okay, maybe they can play rook e8 only idea. Okay, probably white is not winning by force, but very... Okay, what else? Knight f5, g takes f5. This position looks like prom. Okay, queen g3, queen f4, of course, very promising. White is much better, but... No, queen c7, knight d5, but the knight was on d5 in previous move. Now queen d8. Or queen b8 even possible. Queen b8, knight f6. So queen d8 is same. Queen d6, knight b6 you have. Yes, knight d5 is strong, but this is same position. So okay, so knight e3 was possible, but I took on e5. C takes d5, rook takes d5. White is much better. Of course, because all pieces are more active. My rook wants to penetrate on d7. So he played queen e8, queen c7. He played queen c6, and after rook c1, it looks like game is over because I am winning the pawn and my position is much better, but well, I managed to lost even this position. So queen f6 he played. Well, maybe even more practical choice after queen c6 was just to take and play rook d7. So very bad end game because a7 and c6 weak pawns, but okay, black has some chances to survive after a5 probably and a4. Okay, so rook c1, queen takes b7, a5. Rook d7, okay, it looks like this is technical job. White should win in this position, black play knight h6. But as you will see, even in this position, it's possible to lose. How I played rook c6, okay, logical move, queen g7. So I expected that he will play queen e5, rook e7. Never black can take on b2 because bishop takes f7, of course. But he played queen g7, and suddenly I played queen c7. I totally forget that I must keep my queen on b7 to protect b2 pawn. But okay, so how to play in this position? So it looks like should be winning for white, but from other point of view, black has idea to play a4 and somewhere rook b8, take on b2. So still some fight. G4 is possible, yes. Logical idea to play against black knight and probably some other moves are interesting. For example, rook a6 looks like pretty interesting move. Idea to attack a5 pawn, for example. If rook b8, I can play queen f3 and then take on a5 with excellent winning chances. If he takes, I can take, so I have choice. But I played queen c7, so I lost the pawn b2. Okay, but I want to understand what is the best. Probably the best was queen b5 to play. My idea is simple. Stop a4 contraplay, and if rook b8, I have rook b6. So probably this was the most technical way to victory. Queen b5 was a smart move. But okay, I played queen c7. Okay, black is bad anyway, but still. So he's very stubborn player, and it's dangerous underestimate him even in winning position. Yes, rook c7 was possible, very logical idea. Because now if a4 I can just take on, yes, this was the simplest. Yes, rook c7, yes. Now after a4 I can take on f7. Game is over. So after rook b8 I can do what? Queen a7. Or even queen f3 it's possible. Or queen d5. So. Okay, so for example, this even simply take this. The position is totally winning for white. Aha, so, but I played queen c7, very strange move. And now he played a4, bishop d5, queen takes b2. Suddenly I gave him the pawn, and of course I was disappointed because I need to start to win again somehow. Okay, anyway, it looks like a very good position for me. Even g4, it's very logical idea to have g2 square for my king and cut his knight from play. So objectively, white still have excellent winning chances. Somewhere g5 also idea and attack 7 points. But I played queen f4. Now g4 also looks logical, but I play rook c7. He played rook c8. Suddenly I cannot win immediately, because if bishop f7, rook takes c7. If rook b7, he has queen c1 check. Okay, I'm much better in this endgame, but it's not winning yet. So I took, he took. Again, I cannot take, because queen c1, I'm losing the piece. Again, probably g4 was the best move, but okay, it's not clear that I'm winning, but still winning chances, because, for example, if queen c1, I can take and play king g2, and g5 is a very unpleasant threat. For example, if rook d1, g5, knight f5, it is just mate. Okay, this is quite primitive line, but what else black can do? So g5 is very unpleasant threat. Also king g2 is possible. Okay, queen f6 may be possible. Okay, maybe queen e3 even. Queen e3, yes, queen e3 is possible. If rook c3, I have g5, winning move. So this is bad. So after queen e3, black is in big trouble again. But okay, I played king h2, strange move. Queen f6. Queen e3. Queen e3 looks like I lost the concentration. Okay, in this moment I only following idea knight g4, queen h4, and rook c1 mate. But at the moment it's not a mate, because, but for example, if now queen a7, it works. And mate. But okay, so queen e3, I lost tempi, so I provoke him to play rook c3. If okay, I could take on f6 with better endgame, but I don't know if it is real chances for win. Okay, I can try. For example, g4. Black has very bad knight, so my plan is king g3, f4, king g3, h4. I'm playing without risk, but I played queen e3, rook c3. Allow this, so I cannot play actively with my queen, because knight g4. So queen d2, I played a3. I played bishop b3. Again, maybe g4 is possible. With idea g5, with idea to have g2 square for the knight. Knight takes g4 doesn't work, because after this I have king g1. If queen takes g4, bishop g2, and I have extra piece. So still after g4, black is in some trouble, because g5 is threat, so f7 is weak. Okay, there are some chances for survive, but of course we cannot imagine that black can win here. So black is suffering. So okay, maybe rook c5, I can play just king g2, for example. But why king g2, g5 immediately winning? My bishop is protected. So how to play after g4? Probably even now I am winning. Or there is any defense here for black? Okay, g5 black can play, but after g5, it is just bad position. Okay, I can play king g2 simply and then try to improve my position somehow. Okay, thank you. Yes, I commented. Yes, g5, king g2. Yes, and still black is in big trouble, but I played bishop b3, rook c5. Again, g4 probably was good idea, but in this position, knight takes g4 and queen takes, so this maybe is possible. And maybe black has perpetual check. Is this? I cannot go to h line, so king f1 is only move and queen h3 check. If king g1, queen g4, perpetual check. So, and I cannot go to e2 because rook e5. Ah, maybe I can. Also this. Ah, this I cannot. My idea was after rook e2, rook takes f7, and black has no good squares for his king, but unfortunately after king c2, rook c5, and black is winning. So now g4, knight takes g4 is perpetual check. So g4 doesn't work. If I'm playing for win, for draw, it's enough. But okay, for draw, anything is enough. I am not worse after queen d4, for example. Maybe some other moves, for example, what I played rook d3, maybe rook a7 is possible even. But queen d4 is the most practical to exchange queens and don't have consider ideas knight g4, queen h4 check. So the most practical was queen d4 here. But I played rook d3. He played rook f5. Now black has contraplay, so suddenly I'm not attacking anymore pawn f7 and he is attacking my pawn f2. So king g1, queen a1 check. Okay, probably it was moment to agree for draw, play king h2 and agree for draw, but I'm still playing for a win. If it's possible to call this like playing for a win. Rook d2, queen f6, queen c1. What I'm doing? Probably this position objectively more or less equal. I need to play accurately something like rook e3, rook e2, f3 after rook f5. Okay, I'm afraid that somewhere knight will go to f5 and my king will be weaker, but probably it's possible move. Yes, it was possible, but I'm not sure that. No, I don't think that Duda is Kuchko, but so strange. Yes, so strange was happened in my games. I have no explanation. So yes, 24 was logical. For example, this yes, black has problem with a3 pawn, and if for example rook a5, I can play rook d7 or g4, and then rook d7, king g3. Still, I have winning chances. Great movie. But okay, what I'm doing, what hell I'm doing? Rook e5. Again, same idea. So queen a3, rook e1. Now queen f4 check. So I cannot take this pawn. This I see. Rook c2 I played. But queen e7. He protected. What is this? I played king f1. More logical looks queen a1. However, to prepare f4. And still my position is not so bad. So there is unpleasant pin for black because f4 is threat. King g8 impossible because rook c8. f6 is possible, but after f6 7 rank is weak, and now I can play queen c3 and okay, I'm better. It's question how much I'm better. Probably nothing special after knight f5, but at least I'm playing without any risk here. After knight f5, okay, I can play g3 for example. If I want, I can play queen c7 everywhere, even immediately. So no risk, but I play king f1, very strange move. He played knight f5. I played rook c7. He exchanged rooks. This position still. Okay, now practically not pleasant for me because somewhere he wants to play queen h2 probably. But and knight wants to go to d4, so this position. But still, after queen a1 check, it's not necessary to lost in this position. I think white should hold this position. Okay, so if king goes somewhere, I have queen f6. If f6, I can play queen d1 with idea to have queen d7. So I can hold this position, but I played queen d2. He played queen c5. And now I played g3. What is this? Why not queen d7? Active moves. It looks like I'm not worse at all. Okay, it's something like perpetual check can be. For example, this, king e1. King e1 is important, not king f1, because after king f1 he has idea check. If king e2, knight d4. But king e1, it's totally possible because after check I have king d2 and this is draw. Is it everything okay with sound and video? Please confirm. All good. Okay, so but I didn't play queen d7. I played g3, knight d4. Okay, still nothing terrible. I can play queen d3 and or queen okay, queen d3. Queen e3 not possible because queen b5 check and then knight takes b3. So queen d3. He can take on b3, queen takes b3, and this endgame it's drawish. But I played bishop d1, and after queen d5, I lost on time. So I remember that my intention was to play bishop f3 in this position, but okay, it's already dangerous. Queen b5. he has idea, and then queen b2 is coming. So, okay, maybe I still can hold this position, but it's pretty unpleasant already. Okay, let's try. Queen b2. If I take and bishop e4, he has knight b5. Knight c3 is coming. It looks like I'm losing here. So this position already is bad for me. I cannot play king g1, of course, because knight f3. So f3 it's very bad positionally because my king will be very open. He can play something like queen c5. So bishop f3, queen b5. Okay, maybe I'm already even losing here. At least black has excellent winning chances. I cannot play bishop e2 because queen b1. Maybe I can with idea queen d1. So bishop e2 probably. I'm still not losing. So probably still drawish position. Okay, surely black is better, but it looks like not enough for win. Because now if queen b2, I can take and play bishop d3. And now my a pawn is dangerous as well. For example, f knight, knight b5, a4, knight c3, a5. This is this. Now it looks like dangerous for black. King d3. So only white can pretend for win here. Black cannot win in this position. Maybe it's draw, but maybe even white is winning after a7, king f6, king d4, and then king c5. Okay, necessary to check, however. Okay, maybe not winning, but okay, but at least I have draw in this position. So it looks after bishop f3 I can hold the position. It is Woe's position for me, but not hopeless. But and I had intention to play bishop f3, but in this position I lost in time, so I didn't make this move because my time was stopped. So such a terrible game. And after this game, I have scored 0-5 already. So it was my plan for today to explain these two games. And in my next report, I will do last 3 games of this match. So games 6, 7, and 8. And then I will try to forget this flow over Cuckoo nest. Okay, so I can finish my report for today, or maybe somebody has a question. Якщо хтось є з України, можете задавати якісь питання українською мовою, я відповім. If English speaker, maybe somebody has question, I can answer for your question. Okay, so probably here maybe king f6 is possible, maybe more logical. But okay, a4 is coming. A4 knight b3, however. A4 knight b3. A4 knight b3 is interesting. If I will stream regularly, I don't know. It depends of my mood and depends of situation in my country. Okay, now this is possible. And this is draw. Because after king e6, I have this and this. This is draw. Okay, but I'm planning to do my streams. Next tournament, I don't know. Probably. I don't know if somebody will want to play against me charity matches after such a score. So I have no clear my next tournament planned. So I have some time for doing streams. What I'm doing. So I don't know what is the best against bishop f4 now. Probably bishop b4, the most aggressive. But you need to follow game Aronian Eliano. So yes, I'm planning to stream. So queen takes e5 probably wasn't the best. Knight e3 was probably stronger. I was very close to win this game, but in final, even in this position, I lost. Incredible, but in chess, everything can happen, as you can see. Стрім українською мовою, ну що я можу сказати? Я робив стріми українською мовою, але це якось себе не виправдовує, тому що приходять люди з різних країн, і я все одно відповідаю англійською мовою. Тому в мене така є конструктивна пропозиція до всіх глядачів, які з України, які хочуть почути українську мову, просто писати питання українською мовою, і саме для них я українською мовою буду відповідати, а потім перекладати свої відповіді для інших глядачів українською мовою. After bishop before rook c1 in opening, I don't think that bishop rook c1 is the best because just a moment. So, after rook c1, black can take on c4, and for white it's quite difficult to take this pawn back. Black is ready to play knight d5 or even b5, so if e3, b5. So I don't think that rook c1 is a good idea after bishop b4. So white can take on d5. If knight takes d5 to play bishop d2, probably this is possible, but it's interesting playing. For example, black can take. After b takes c3, they can play bishop a5 and to prepare c5. Looks like totally playable position for black. After e4, c5, why not? Okay, e3, it's normal move, but after e3, c5, black wants to play queen a5. PGN. Okay, I have PGN of my game against Duda. Probably in Tweak today, these games will be published. If somebody wants, if you want to have PGN file with my games against Duda, I can send you. So only please give me your email address. I will send you. No problem. Just give me your email address and I will send you after the stream. So after e3, c5, it's similar to Westphalian variation, but in Westphalian okay, just a moment. Sorry, I am not Ivan, I am Vasily. Sorin, this Dinu, and Gmail.com or what? Sorin, this sign, Dinu, and Gmail.com at the end or what? Or Hotmail.com or what after this sign of email? Yes, Gmail at the end or what? Yahoo, yahoo.com. Mhm. Yahoo.com, right? So Sorin, I wrote correctly. Sorin, this Dinu, yahoo.com, right? Good, so I will send you. I want to explain that this is similar to Westphalian, but in Westphalian, white has bishop on g5. So after bishop g5, bishop b4, e3, c5, c takes d5. Black cannot take with knight. This is a big difference. So black should take with pawn, and now white has bishop d3. This is theoretical line. Queen c2, castle, castle, rook e8, a lot of theory. Also possible, however, bishop e2. Anish Giri played bishop e2 against me. Another email. Just a moment. Rasim, I will write Rasim 3109 gmail.com. Gmail.com. So Rasim 3109 gmail.com, right? And just a moment, Opfer Shah, gmail.com, okay, gmail.com. Okay, so I wrote this 3 email address. Please check if I wrote. So Sorin Dinu Yahoo.com, Ratsim 3109 Gmail.com, and Opfer Shah Gmail.com. Is that everything correct? Please check. Okay, good. So I will do it. Okay, so I also will send PGN file from today and PGN file with all of my games against young Krzysztof Duda. Okay, thanks for your attention. Всім українцям мирного неба і гарного вечора. Okay. Your best game against Swidler in 2007. Which opening it was? Against Swidler in 2007. Grunfeld defense with rook b1 or what? Because I played so many games against Swidler, I don't remember which game you mean. Thanks for subscription. Thanks for support of my channel. I'm trying to show my best, and my goal is to involve to chess many peoples and to describe how nice can be process of playing chess and process of analyze. Okay, for today, thanks for attention, and in my next report, I will finish match against young Krzysztof Duda. Ege Giller. Baba, my father has birthday today. He is 76. Today is 26th of July, birthday of my father. He has 76. Thank you. Grünfeld Bishop G5. Yes, yes, it was nice game. Okay, I will write for myself. Probably I will comment this in one of next report. Chook, Grünfeld Bishop G5. Yes, yes, yes. Grünfeld. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, thank you. I will attract my attention. So now I will stop my stream and I will send games. I will send PGN file and the PGN file from today, and also PGN file uh, for for all of this match. Okay, goodbye.